Everything around me was a world I found half alive. Oh, what a world to be lost was. Loved all my wrist, do like sand. Take me right where I wanna go. You can't take me right where I
Let's go, boys. No leg drive.
Stanton Albert for the first run. And Meninga now. Playing the second tackle.
Contact.
He's got some English teammates
Offload.
in the opposition.
When you get a chance, mate, just think about that 13 with offloads.
Towards the right.
Big hit.
Carry Tommy.
Unable to get the pass from his captain.
Come on,
And
ref.
English
Ah, you couldn't get going.
get out.
Hey, Skull. Next time we get the ball, mate, get out there and just talk to them. We should have double threat both sides of the play the ball whenever we've got the ball.
Put with a good tackle there.
So Tom Davis
Pass.
working it on the fringes. He gets away from one, but Declan
Okay.
Clayton puts it on the board. It's a high one.
Nice.
Drops it, but he saves it.
Scully. Great stuff, mate. Good stuff, good stuff.
They're working on the outside.
Got to straighten up.
Strong defense. Yeah, quick shift from the base of the ruck there. And they try.
Stand for it, Oggy. Just belt the.
Evans took the whole ball there.
Oh.
They've tested him a few times.
Oh, that's nice.
Not during training. Nixon put
Contact's been good, hasn't it? So we just lose them that last bit now.
10 meters. Last tackle. Watson Edwards puts in a high kick. He's looking for Nene. Nene taps it back.
Lima!
Nene.
Ah, he reaches out.
Just made a move. With some momentum now, Enoch Markey hits the line and he gets it
Offload.
off to Butterfield.
Play now, play now.
Evans now
Go
on the
now.
attack. Let's see if he can
Come on,
spark
we
something
jump
for the
defence
English
and
team
play,
here.
man. Come on.
Came in looking for work. He knew that he was going to get that. He's got to try him.
Defensively, our contact at times has been outstanding. But what I want to see a little bit more of is control. I want you to whack, all right? But I want you to hit and stick, have a bit more control, then that'll stop the offloads, that'll stop burning our energy because we're having to make multiple tackles. All right? So I want to see that whack. I want to see it, but I want to have control off the end of it. There's times I think we're all rusty and I get that, I understand that, all right? But one thing that makes you look organised is when you talk and makes you look like you know what you're doing. All right? I understand the conditions, but I'm over that, mate. I know I'm sweating all the time. I get it. All right? That's where we just need to get over that. But the talk needs to go up a level for me. I want it like this out there. I want to be able to hear you from the stand. Whatever you do has to have a massive amount of intent. Because these aren't going to roll over. You have to have a load of intent that you, whenever that bloke wants to run at you and make you make a tackle, he's not going to put his life on the line for it. Because you're wearing an England badge here. He ain't running over you. He ain't getting an offload on you. He's ripping through you and you're going to break the in two. Make sense? Yeah? When you're carrying the ball, it's the same principle. You hit to hurt and you run to kill. You run over someone here. All right? You're nice and direct and you do it to your best of your ability. If you do that, the scoreboard looks after itself. Especially now, right? I reckon I won't mind having a change of angle, like I've said, or just roll it in behind. I think that'll stop them coming up hard on you. Then they'll just back off and you can just run straight at them.
Just on our left, boys on our left, if we set a point on the right and you go combo sinker, that Nana McDonald's at 2-man is jamming on me on the lead. Set that, so if we start, shift to set and try and set him up on it. Combo sinker. Yeah, just combo sinker. From right post. No. Well, now from in between like 2 lines.
Hey fellas, if you want to go out, just stand in the dugouts there in the shade. You can go stand out there ready to go if you want. No idea where it's coming here, isn't it? Look at this. Just get to Jack, just go to Jack and tell the referee he's told us about foot and ball and the ruck we're getting penalised. I want to know why, mate. Just tell him to give us a fair chance.
Push, nice, Maxie.
Nice batch.
Beautiful.
Well done, Dal, get low.
Hey. What a Tom. What a Tommy. Hey.
Some ball boys, so boys tomorrow. Hey, nobody's doing the 10.
That's a penalty, man. Come on.
Calm down, calm down. Look in front here! Look in front here! Ah, man.
Hey, we're 10 out, we're all right, in the corner.
Good enough at this level, that.
Robbie, push! Go on, Robbie! Play it!
Play it! Play it, man! Mate! Touchy?
Oh, you're on the screen, I'll see the game.
Yeah. Bang that! Blakey! Ask ref how long! It's about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, there's 11 and a half.
They've told us, mate, that clock's right. 6.5 to go. 6.5 minutes left. Calm down.
Oh, come on, man, come on!
Hey, fellas, let's relax, eh? Let's be professional here. Hey, when this whistle goes, run out there, boys. You celebrate this thing. Tommy, go! Yeah! Get out there! Celebrate! Get out there!
Nice, mate.
They all seem like pretty calm, you know, when you're going around clapping them. All they want is your gear. They're all pulling the shirt or the shorts or your boots. Even the security guard down there was asking for your boots. But yeah, it's brilliant. They're all lovely people. And obviously driving in, you've got the footage, how excited everyone was about the game. And yeah, just the whole atmosphere. It's very, very unique and very something I've not experienced before. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
They're a really physical side, and playing in this heat as well, it were, you know, experience what all us boys are not used to. So we're grateful to get the win. There's a bit to work on. We're pretty sloppy at times, but you know, we're grateful for the win.
I expected it to be bad, but not that bad. But all the boys stuck together, and we come away with a win. We come away with a win, and you know, it's class. Just look at the atmosphere here. It's class.
Feels phenomenal now that we got the win. It was touch and go for a while, but the lads really turned up today. Worked massively hard for each other. I think for our first game together, we've got a really tight knit of lads, and to get the win really just tops it off. I thought everyone was phenomenal, really just working for each other.
Just on today, all right. Congratulations, got our win up. Win of 1 of 2, hopefully going forward on this tour. All right. I'm not going to mention the game, other than Dave after the game came round and asked for you for a player's player. All right. Now, this is something that, if I'm being honest, Wayne brought in with the seniors, and I think it's very, very important that we continue that. Does that make sense? Yeah? So, ridiculously tight vote today. But the winner, presented by our captain, and congratulations, Matty Lees.
Got the job done in late, and now we're on the last leg to Port Moresby.
Soldiers, electro rhythm, feeling fine. Let's go to work, ladies. Rip up, let's take them back to mine. Yeah, it's T to the Z, and I'm ripping up the mic on electro beats. Tongue twisting for sexy ladies, and I lick like a lollipop, get naughty. Electro ladies looking tasty. None of them haters will face me. Pick on my lady to get dirty. Shower in the shade, back to the rave. Have a couple, then I'm out for days. I can't help it, love to rave, cause I start dancing when the music plays. Love to get down, love to bounce around, and I move my feet to electro sounds. We just like to party when the sun goes down. Let's go to work. Party harder all night long. Let's go to work, TZ. All them ladies sing along. Let's go to work, soldiers. Electro rhythm, feeling fine. Let's go to work, ladies. Rip on, let's take them back to mine. Back to mine, back to mine, back to mine. Why do I want to work all day when I can't make music, then get paid? Get dressed up and I go to a rave, and I dance all night, then I sleep all day. Why do I want to work all day when I can't make music, then get paid? Get dressed up and I go to a rave, and I dance all night, then I sleep all day. Let's go to work. Party harder all night long. Let's go to work, TZ.
Welcome to Port Moresby.
We'd arrived in Port Moresby, and there's still loads to do. We're going to have some life-changing experiences and a few challenges as well.
That we can get back in the UK, so it's watching out for infections and just generally being unwell, and that's what we've noticed. There's been nothing rife, nothing's spread through the camp. We've been really fortunate in that respect, particularly in looking at things like travellers' diarrhoea. Everyone's been quite sensible. But we have had some tonsillitis with Toby, and he's been quite poorly with that. He's had a fever for a couple of days, but he's on the road to recovery. So he's had tonsillitis, and quite severely, had a bit of a fever for the last 2 days. We started him on oral antibiotics, and while that helps to some degree, he's still quite symptomatic. So to try and get him over it a bit quicker, we're just going to give him a dose of IV antibiotics because we've got them with us. Hopefully those symptoms will start settling down, and then when you're feeling a bit better, we'll get you back into training.
Yeah, so basically I've had tonsillitis and then I've had a fever and just had the shakes really. I've been in bed now for probably had about 12 hours just laying in bed. I think I was laying in a pool of sweat last night, so.
It's all part of the pre-tour preparation. It's making sure that we've got everything we need travelling with us, so should we encounter any of these conditions, we can treat them quickly. Because we mustn't forget the end goal is not so much, you know, treating the condition. Sometimes that's the easy bit. We're under a time constraint. It's making sure these lads are having the best possible opportunity to take part in these games during the tour, and it's getting them well for that.
Sent a few messages, pictures of me saying call 999. But nah, I think I'll be all right. Gemma's looking after me. Should be ready to go for training on Tuesday.
Fantastic. Obviously, any decisions I make in regards to treating an infection has its corresponding effects in making sure those players are adequately hydrated. And I know Adam and Jamie are doing a really great job in testing hydration daily and getting on top of that. So I've mixed it up. So it's yellow, because that's the antibiotic.
Yeah.
It's in this bottle. Mixed it with some water.
Yeah.
And what I'll do now is pop that on here.
Yeah.
And inject it, and that goes straight into your blood system.
Perfect. Basically a can of man up.
So getting Dean into hospital wasn't necessarily a straightforward process. We were over in Ley when we first recognised that Dean wasn't well, but the facilities over in Ley from a medical perspective are much less developed than over here in Port Moresby. Leading up to this tour, we made a few contacts of doctors who already work across in the country, and I liaised with them and spoke to them about what they recommended in terms of accessing healthcare, and it was decided as we were due to fly that day, the best circumstances, Dean was stable at that point and well, it was more of a period of monitoring to bring him across to Port Moresby and come to one of the hospitals here. So we monitored him on the flight, kept a close eye on him, contacted the insurance company and teed up to make sure that they were ready to fund us going across to the hospital over here in Port Moresby. And then I spoke to the hospital directly. I made sure they were aware of us coming so that when we arrived, everything would flow quite nicely.
We have to take medical advice. He spent a night in a Papua New Guinea hospital, which was the medical care he's had here is first class, not just from our staff, but Gemma and Steve Blakely and the rest of the staff and Adam Rowlands. It's the staff at the hospital have done real well for him and looked after him.
And they were fantastic, really. From the moment they came in, they delivered high quality care and, you know, filled us all with confidence. And then we just had a period of monitoring overnight for Dean, went back the next day, and everything was fine from our perspective and from their perspective, so we brought him back to camp.
Just lastly, Dean, right pal? Yeah. I'm pretty confident you're all aware of this. We all know Dean's spent a night in hospital and not been so well and what have you. He's been ruled out of the rest of the tour in regards to training and playing and what have you, so unfortunately Dean will be flying home today. So just from me, Dean, last 2 weeks, mate, you've been a pleasure to work with. You're a consummate professional. You're credit to yourself and your family and your club, mate. So sorry to see you go, but best of luck, pal. Yeah.
Just on that, I just want to thank you all, really. Just you know, it's been a really good 2 weeks, and you know, unfortunately, I can't, like I say, I can't train or play, so I just thought it was best, you know, for me to go home. So, no, just enjoy the rest of the trip, lads, and best of luck for Saturday.
It's been deemed that he can play no further part in our tour. So I just sat down with him last night and gave him a choice, and I talked to him about what he wants to do, and I think he sees it as a bit of a slight on him that he's going home, but I think it's a credit to him that he doesn't want to be a distraction to the boys. He wants to sort himself out, I think, more than anything medically, and he gets himself home and gets seen and getting taken care into the Hull FC medical. It's a credit to himself, his family and his club, and to our competition as well, if I'm being honest. Super League we're very quick to batter a lot of things of what we do, but we've got some very, very quality people in our sport, and Dean's one of them. And I'm fortunate enough to spend the last 2 weeks with him in this camp, and I feel privileged for working with him.